That's a nice country you have there. Be a shame if something happened to it. This is what I hear in my mind every time tax season comes around. The government is essentially a mob boss. You pay it money and it leaves you alone. And in exchange, if any other criminal tries to hurt you, the mafia/government hurts them. But if you don't pay them, the mafia hurts you. Or at the very least, doesn't stop others from hurting you. But that's just if we imagine the government as nothing more than a protection racket. What else does the mob do? It controls certain industries. You want to start a casino in mob territory without permission? Good luck. You want to build pretty much anything in the US without government approval? Good luck. Both instances will end up with that building coming down. And maybe with you getting your legs broken by some guy named Tony. Just one will happen in a back alley and the other will happen in a prison cell. The mafia also absorbs and fights against competing mafias and other criminal organizations. These competing groups might actually be better for the people under their protection, or they might be worse. But you don't have to worry about them. The mafia fights them and keeps them away. Unless the other mafia comes running down your street with a Tommy gun, in which case old Tony might toss you a pistol and tell you to start blasting. That's essentially what the draft is. But what really is the mob in general? Why does it exist? First of all, it exists because criminals exist. And those criminals have found that by working together, they're able to better protect each other and get more loot. It exists because no other system exists to offer similar benefits, and to exist without these protections would mean they're exposed to the dangers of arrest, violence from other criminals, or having an unfortunate run-in with a pair of brass knuckles. But none of this comes without a cost. These gangsters could go it alone and lose all those protections and benefits. But by joining the mob, they have to give the mob its due. They have to pay it a portion of what they earn through their criminal activities. And if they don't, they go swimming with the fishes. The government is basically the same thing. We could live without it. We could all live on homesteads, but then we'd have to shoot anyone who gets near for fear they could rob or kill us. And that's no good in the streets or in the Wild West. Doesn't matter if it's a quick draw gunfight at noon or a drive-by shooting at the nightclub at midnight, you're still dead. So a long time ago, we decided that if we all promise not to shoot each other, we let the government handle the violence. That way, we can leave our homesteads and start making real money, not just churn butter in some post-apocalyptic wasteland. Yes, taxation is exactly like protection money to the mob. And that's just fine. Because criminals without the mob are nothing but chaos. And people without a government are even worse. So today the government is offering us a deal we can't refuse. Pay your taxes and get order, or you're going to get whacked by a guy named Tony wearing an IRS windbreaker. And by whacked, I mean served an audit. Better than an ice pick.